Good morning. Stretching secrets part 1. We're going to look at the back. Have you got pinched nerves in the back? If I just say sciatica, a lot of people go, yeah. I had a bad hamstring for 15 years. Click, free to nerve, good as new. Probably a lot of scar tissue in there, but there you go. So, either go and see a chiropractor once a month and give them 50 odd quid, or do this. Right, I've got a sheet here that I'm developing. I should put that on Facebook along with the videos. First one I do is I take this and push up. I've got to click then, and then push it as if you're trying to jump off the floor while the pressure's on. Take it side to side. That might work for you, it works for me. Next one, yoga. So we're going to do a little yoga twist. Let me get in shot. So all you do is take one leg over the top and you twist your back as far as you can. Both ways. Swap and repeat. And you might get a little click, you might not. There's lots of things that you can combine, so some of the stuff while you're on the floor you can combine, but I'm trying to put them into a list so it's pretty clear what we're doing. I've helped get 4 people out of a wheelchair, and stretching the back was one of the main things that we used. Okay, next one, for the lower back, get yourself a chair or something that you can put your hands on, get your belly close to the chair so you're hanging from your shoulders, so you get a nice stretch, and then walk your legs like that, and shake your bum. That, I've had people have to do that for 30 minutes. But it worked a treat and saved them 50 quid. So there you go. That fixed my bad hamstring. Sciatica. Sometimes that might not fix your sciatica. So what the osteopaths and chiropractors, and I've worked with these people for a couple of years, they'll pull your legs. So we can reduce that by doing a down kick. Now do this on the stairs. I'm going to do it here so you can see, even though it's a bit Heath Robinson, if anybody remembers that. So you need to be on something, and then you do a side kick or a stamping motion straight down like that, and swap sides. That's worked for a lot of people, and it saves you 50 quid. Then, if you've got a partner, and I've done videos on this before, you lift them up and click the back. So one guy does that, the other guy comes from behind and wraps around the arms, and be careful, the person being stretched, try and keep your feet on the floor. Don't lift your legs, because that will hurt your partner. And you go click. If it's a big geezer, you have the arms out like that. You go underneath, you brace yourself, and you tell them to drop. So now they bend the legs. And they also, you go back to back, put the guy on like a rucksack and lift him. That should pretty much free up the nerves. Problems. If you're dehydrated, it might not free up straight away. So hydration is key to all of this. Health-wise, that's one of the best things you can do, is keep your back free. Pinched nerves, T1 will weaken your hands, give you cold hands and weaken your arms. T2 will mess with your heart. T3, this is thoracic vertebrae. T3 will mess with your lungs, so you could get an asthma attack or a lung infection. So all this is to do with health. So if you get a bug biting at you, 9 times out of 10 or more, you've got a stress reaction, your back's tightened up, you pinch some nerves, that impairs your immune system. If your immune system is working perfectly, you're going to sail through all this rubbish. But if you've got a stress reaction, it's going to mess with your flexibility and your immune system. Job done. So that's back stretch. That's the first video. Next one I'm going to do massage. Thank you very much. Stretching secrets part 2. We're going to be looking at massage. So, as I said before, put this list together. It's going to change about 500 times before it gets finalised, but that's how things work out. If you massage certain areas of the body, you can relax your nervous system. I don't need to say anymore, do I? So you're going to get stress build up in various places. So to start with, we're going to look at the ears. So if you pinch your ear like that, both sides, and you just rotate it like that a few dozen times, you're going to stimulate the vagus nerve. If the vagus nerve it's a massive component to your immune system, and if you can stimulate your vagus nerve, the whole body's going to relax. It'll take you from fight, flight, freeze to rest, digest, repair, and make you bendy. What we got? Jaw. As you can imagine, you get a lot of tension in the jaw. So if you squeeze your jaw, you'll feel, as you squeeze your teeth, a little muscle popping in and out of the side there. So what you do is massage that. Whether you do it like this, whatever you think, squeeze your teeth now and again so you can feel it going in and out, and that will work. And whenever you think, smile. Whenever you're reminded to smile, because that again will work the vagus nerve to relax your body. Moving down, trapezius. A lot of tension here. That's why you get a neck rub to relax you. So what I do, I stick the fingers in, that's the muscle, and move across. So I would do that. Dig it in, move it side to side, and if it's a bit painful, then you know it needs some work. And that has for me, a big effect on my range of motion. So obviously you do both sides. Kidney 27, Google it. Kidney meridian, points 27 are here, 2 little dins. You can massage them, you can tap them. That will help with the meridian system. Sometimes in the afternoon when you're feeling tired, apparently the meridian flow can reverse. That'll fix it. If you haven't got any energy in your meridians, it's going to be a problem later on, but we'll crack that when we come to it. What we got? Calf muscles. Right, let's hit the floor for this one. This makes a massive difference for me. Rather than focus on the hamstrings, simply by stretching the back and massaging the calf muscles, the hamstrings will give you a lot more range of motion. So what you can do is take your best knuckles, stick them in there and rub. Move them around. If you find a sore spot, focus on it. There's a bit. Yeah, same there. You can take your best thumbs, stick them in, and then move your foot. And then move your thumbs around. It's a massage. Treat it like a bit of dough. give it some stick. Get the lymph flowing, get some blood flow, give it it'll flush, free up the trapped nerves, get rid of the tension, range of motion increases, helps take you from fight, flight into rest, digest, immune system. Inner arches on your foot, just do this and just massage those. They're the top ones for me. You might have some different ones. You might know about reflexology, so you do a different point. This is working for me, so I'm quite happy. Now, the massage, we can combine that with the stretching machine. So I'll do that next. So we need to know how to use that thing properly, because it doesn't come with instructions. People think you have to, I'll leave that for the next video. Thank you very much. I think we're in shot, doesn't matter if we're not. Stretching Secrets Part 3. Right, we're going to look at how to use this here machine. It would appear it was designed, we're in shot yet, it would appear that it was designed so you pull this like that, which is absolute rubbish, because you can't use your hands, you can't drink a cup of coffee, you can't use the remote control for the telly, and you can't eat your curry. So, I've got a plate on the skirting board there. The fact that it's the same colour is a coincidence, it's just a metal plate to protect the wood. If you don't care about your skirting board, then just get on with it. Right, so I've had to drill a lot more holes because I'm starting to get fairly bendy, and I got this, so if it starts going off at a tangent, I can pull it and put it back at 90 degrees. The idea is to move on to it, because as you lift yourself, all the friction goes out of the window and you just move on to it like that. It's a lot easier. You can sit here and do videos. The idea is we can now combine some of the stuff we've already done well with stretching to enhance and increase range of motion. So we've got the massage, the ones we've been through on a previous video. You can do them and then take up the slack, and then do something else and take up the slack. So now we've got an idea of a good way of using this here contraption. I'm going to shoot a stretch and put some of these things in as we do them, so then you can see what happens. Okay, so go get one of them, or don't. You can sit and just keep chucking your legs out like that each time. But it's easier with that, because then you've got the tension on while you're doing stuff. Right, now I'll do the whole, well, a lot of it, and see how far we can go. Thank you very much. Stretching sequence, I think we're on 4, number 4. Right, we're going to do a live stretch and see what we get. Negative feedback. You will get negative feedback probably about here. Some call it body misalignment. If you misalign your body, it can make you weak. If doing this makes you weak, it's a negative feedback which you do not want. If you're young and you're still growing, don't worry about it. If you're an old bugger it becomes a major factor. I didn't start getting bendy till I was 58 years old, so it's possible. But I've had to address lots of weird stuff. That's why it's called Stretching Secrets. And this one is body misalignment. If you do kinesiology, muscle testing, stick an arm out strong, do something, it goes weak. This, unless you get 6 elements in sequence in the meridians, and then it goes away. So that's Kata 1 and Kata 2. If you start getting a bit bendy, you then hit, as I call it, extreme body misalignment, and you're getting another negative feedback. Well, that's Kata number 3. Gives you a different set of 6 elements in sequence in the meridians, and it goes away. This 6 element malarkey does tons of stuff, and it gives you a massive longevity in the martial arts. Okay, problems, that's a couple of them. Hydration, nutrition, like magnesium, and that's that. So that's a couple of problems out of the way. You don't want negative feedback. So while we're doing this, because we've got it set up, the arms are free, we can do stuff. So you can do yoga stuff, you can do sports stuff, you can relax, stretch the neck, drop the shoulder, stretch the neck, you can do the massage, all the different areas that we talked about while you're doing this. I like to do that. One, because my wrists aren't very bendy, so I need to do it, but this somehow has a reflection on the legs. So now I can take up the slack. Another one, this is mine, called the Hulk. So you go, relax, then relax your legs, then take up the slack. You can repeat these a number of times. So there's quite a lot you can do. I get a lot from massaging here, so we'll do that one now because we didn't do a lot earlier. I've done the calf muscles obviously in the previous video. So that might take up the slack. Now you're probably in a position where you want to do that with your trousers, so it looks a lot better. And now, this is just about to slip off my feet. So I've nearly red-lined it. I'll just put it a little bit further, now it's slipping off. So what you want to do is you hold these things. I'm going to let that one slip off slowly. You don't want it to go twang. And we get that. Alright, make sure we've got everything in there, yeah, pretty much. What you want to do is called creative visualization. So you'll stay in a stretch position, relaxed. It's like a meditation, but you visualize an increase in range of motion. And to enhance it, add emotion. So feel so happy that you've already done it. You need to believe you've already done it. You've already increased. Because then your nervous system, your brain, your subconscious, your unconscious will make it happen. Okay, so we're going to carry on. What we need to do is back off from the machine, do some other stretches, and then come back on, which will help, even though we've redlined it already. So what we'll have to do, the only way on this setup, I don't think I can change it to make it any better. The only thing I can do is put some shoes on so they don't slip off. So I've got some shoes ready, so we're going to do some stretches. I'm not going to emphasise a lot, I'm just going to show, if you do this it helps, if you do that it helps. Okay? So you've got this one. tuck it in, grab hold of that and go as far forward as you can. That'll help. Same the other side, that'll help. Flipping the leg over, hurdler stretch. Some say it's bad for your knee. I don't have a problem at all. And I've had bad knees. Rather than move that one, slide that one. It's a lot easier, and then you can start going forward and doing stuff in that position. And then obviously I'll just do it so I'm balanced. You can do it with the other side, just slide that across so you get a nice stretch. Just keep going as you get limbered up. You get a nice stretch in the quads. Okay, feet together. In shot, it's all good. Push down with your elbows. If you can do it that way, a lot of the kids can do it that way, even though they're not bendy other ways. They do that. I can't do that. I use my elbows. And what you can do is push up and do an isometric. The best one for this range of motion that we're doing is to wrap your arms around and push your legs out and hold them. Now that isometric you can do for minutes. So if you're in a group, you can crack dirty jokes while they're waiting. But that will increase this nicely. We've done the twist. I missed off back rolls on the massage list. So we can do them now because we're on the floor. So this is what I mean while you combine things. You don't have to do them in separate lists. So you massage your back by rolling side to side and then top to circle, and this will generate chi energy from the bladder meridian, and that will do stuff. That's why Hapkido, Aikido, Judo guys have a lot of energy. You generate it from the rolling. And you can demonstrate that by getting a guy, do some tests, just hit him on the back. And then suddenly you can do stuff you couldn't do before. Okay. Yeah, while we're there, we might as well do some other ones. So make sure we're in shot. Grab your knee, and you're just going to pull it to your shoulder, repeat it, and then take it across so you get a stretch in your glutes, and repeat. And then this side, same thing, rest your head. Do a few times that way. There's lots of other things you can do, but you can find them out. So we're back to this position now. We want to go forward. What I've found is a trick, the secret to this one is engage the calf muscles. So you pull your feet back. If you can't reach, use a belt, do whatever you need to, or leave this until you do get more limber and you can reach. So you get your calf muscles engaged. I don't have to do this so much anymore, but initially it's a winner. You go forward and you can feel pain in the calf muscles. Normally you don't want pain. This is not muscular, it's more nervous tissue. So you're stretching and moving around nervous tissue. And you go side to side like that. And you take it the slack. And you go side to side like that. You take up the slack. And you keep going until you hit the floor. So it doesn't take too long using that method. And obviously you want to go side to side. So if your calf muscles are okay, hamstrings are okay, you've got no pinched nerves in your back, everything's relaxed, you can go over and get a reasonable stretch. Well, that's reasonable, I suppose. Put your head on your knee. And obviously if you repeat it, it'll get better. So all of them things should help that one. So I'm going to put some shoes on and let's have a look, see what happens. I think we've covered quite a lot. Obviously we want to do front splits, we want to do box splits, standing up and all that, but obviously that will be, what we're on 5 next one, so that will be on 5. Right, So that should stop them slipping off as early as the last time. Get that 90 degrees, start getting a good stretch, and then do stuff. I'm just going to do stuff and let's see what happens. So this works for me. You might want to redo the vagus nerve because you might have got a stress reaction via the nervous system because your body thinks some saber-toothed tiger's trying to rip your leg off. You can hit the thymus gland. That's to do with the stress reaction and your immune system. So if you've got a bug, do your ears, do your thymus, stretch your back, tickle your spleen, and take up the slack. So we're getting a good stretch on now, so it might be time to do the trouser trick so it looks a bit better. I've only got a couple of inches left on this machine, and I'm quite happy with that anyway, but we're going to go a bit further. So I'm thinking jaw. Use your intuition. The more you go with your gut feeling, the stronger it will be. And the feedback is got an inch left. I'll have that in a minute. Let's have another one of them. Smile and visualise it. Add some emotion. That'll work. Here we go. That's it. That's 100%. Feet are slipping off now. Quite happy with that. Just going to make sure it doesn't go twang. Okay. I'll go and edit them and then we'll do some more stretches in a different fashion for the front splits and stood up box splits. I think we've got room to bow if I go over here. Thank you very much. Okay, I think this is the last video in Stretching Secrets. There's a lot more stuff, but there's a lot of stuff. Cherry pick it, try it, see what works. Good luck. Always use creative visualization that I mentioned earlier. And I want to do a little bit of Qigong using the hips. Obviously it's a warm-up as well. We're going to be stretching. We've got something to reduce the friction. These are laminated sheets. Something to hold on to. Maybe you need to start off on 2 chairs or a coffee table and a sofa, whatever's available. In the office, I've got a stool and an old computer. So I use those. Right. Put your weight on the right hip, push it forward, and as you look down, take it clockwise. Do a few of them. You might get some tingling in your hands as the energy starts to generate and the energy starts to flow. Other side, take it forward, again clockwise. Do as many as you think you need to. Then take the hips right, left, so you got that going on. And then take the whole lot clockwise. Don't bother going anti-clockwise, this is fine. You don't have to balance everything. If you put a battery in a radio, you don't turn it round after so long, you leave it because it's working. So sometimes the energy is biased to one hand, one side, one technique, one exercise. I'm not going to drag it out and have a good stretch like last time. I'm just going to show you quickly the techniques. You can add all the massage in there, all the different stretches in there that we've done. You can use long out breaths to stimulate the vagus nerve. You can smile, add all the stuff together and see what you get. I like to start off with the feet flat. And again, this is all I've got in here. if you use a chair, then it gets in your face. But if you've got a stool, that might be alright. But I'm using this for now. So I'm going to use a fist so it's a little bit higher, and then you just relax into it. Now if this is a problem, what you might want to do is do an isometric for 30 minutes. That's what I did and it worked. I haven't had to do it since. But you can do a little isometric while you're doing this. Or you can do the opposite, you can push out. Like we did when we were sat down, and we had the arms around the knees and we pushed the legs out. So that's reciprocal intervention. I think they've changed the name of it. So you've got PNF, proprioceptive, neuromuscular facilitation, which is squeezing the muscle you want to stretch. And reciprocal intervention, you push out in this particular case. So you're doing an isometric on the opposite muscle or muscle group. So if I flex my bicep, it'll tell the triceps to relax, etc. So we can repeat that, and you'll get a little bit more, and then you just keep repeating it until you're happy, and then move on. So the next one I like to do is to tuck the foot under for a front stretch. I did this because I had a bad knee, so I did it to protect my knee, but what it did do, it messed up my side kick. So I'll show you that one as we get to it. So tuck your foot under, and then we've got that going on. Getting the back hip flexible is hard work in old blokes, but if you squeeze it and relax, it'll stretch. Now when we're in this position, we want to obviously go forward and work that as well. Next one I like to do is on the heels. So we're going that way. And as you get lower, you might want to take, I use a fist, that, so you can go a little bit lower. And then repeat it and you'll get better and better. And you can come up and you can do all the different things we've done before, and then repeat it and you'll get lower. And the last one is a normal splits with the back foot in a side kick type position. So you've got that. And when you get in that position, I like to slide both feet out and drop straight down. And then again, from that position, you go forward and do all that. And that pretty much covers it. Thank you very much. Let us know how you get on. PS, energy, key energy, chi energy, prana, call it what you will, is a major factor in health, healing, longevity, and longevity in the martial arts. If you want it, I've got it in bucket loads. I've worked with some fantastic professors, grandmasters, masters. On that point, a tangent, some people don't like those titles. Well, I was in the British Armed Forces, so you should be proud of your rank. You should be proud of your rank and be worthy of it. Train every day and improve. Tangent over. Energy is everything. We know that from the scientists. Not that I trust any one of them anymore. Enjoy, give us some feedback, and happy Christmas. Thank you very much.